Today we're going to review how to create a line chart for your project for your class. So the first thing you're going to do is go to Google Classroom. You're going to click on the classwork section and go to IDP Model Website. This is the website that allows you to see the data for your chronic disease. As you can see here, there's a lot of tabs that you could be looking at, and what you want to be looking at is page 2, Sources of Prevalence. As you can see here, there's some information here on line graphs and bar graphs. Today we're going to be doing line graphs. I am going to use Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS, as an example, but you should click on your own illness. As you can see here, it says line graph, so we're going to use this data to create our line graph. What you can do is go ahead and open a Google Sheets. So type in Google Sheet. The Google Sheets will be this first one up here that you can click on, and you click Go to Google Sheets. And click a new blank document. Like I said before, you're going to want to have two tabs open. One tab is the data for your line graph from the IDP model website. And the other one you should have open is this spreadsheet, which you can name with something like your name. So as we look at this graph here on Lou Gehrig's disease, we can see here we have the years, and over here we have the prevalence. And what we're going to do is compare the years to the prevalence, making the years like the x-axis on our graph. So that's going to go on the left side, and then the prevalence is going to go on the right side. So let's go ahead and go over here, and we're going to type year on the left side. And on the other side, we're going to put prevalence per 100,000. I'm actually just going to copy this and then paste it right here. So now we just need to type in our data. If we go back to our to the Google Doc, we can see it starts in 2002. So that would be the first year we put right here in cell A2. The next year is 2003. And we just continue to fill in these years until we get to the bottom. On the right side, we're going to do the prevalence per 100,000. The prevalence is how common a disease is amongst the people. So in this graph here, it says, in this table here, 3.7 means that if there are 100,000 people in a city, about 3 people would have the disease. That is the prevalence of a disease in a community. So let's go ahead and put the first number in, which we said is 3.7 in 2002. This means that it's not very common. Next, it's 4.4. And again, we're just going to continue down until we're going to put in the 4.8, the 5, and all that stuff until we get to the bottom of the graph. Use your mouse to highlight all of the parts of the table so that we can create the chart. And what you're going to do is go up here and click Insert and go to Chart. Click on Chart, and it should automatically create a line graph for you. You'll notice here that you have a title. Since my disease was ALS in the United States, I'm going to go ahead and copy that and put that as my title up here. One thing you can do is to make this a little bit nicer is click Edit Chart. And over here on the right side, we can change this so that there's a lot of empty space on the bottom part of the graph here from 0 to 4. And we know that our lowest point based on our graph here is 3.7. So what you could do is go to Customize, Vertical Axis, and change the minimum value. Since we know our minimum value is 3.7, we could change this to something near 3.7, like maybe 3.5. And now we could see the graph, there's a little bit less blank space on the graph. You can also change the fonts to whatever color you want it to be. This is all optional. You don't have to do all this, but it's just nice if you want to like make it look a little nicer. You can change the color. You could even center it if you like the way it looks in the center. You could even change the background color if you want the background color to be a different color. You can change the border color if you want the border color to be a different color. And again, you can change the fonts if you want the fonts to look a little different. I'm just going to leave mine with the standard font for now. And that is how you create your graph for your IDP project.